All right, and welcome to the next video on incident tracking. And this is going to be a very short one. Here, we're going to discuss manually tweaking your alarm groups. Now, what does that mean? Well, assume that you have an automatically created incident, an automatically created alarm group, and assume that you don't really like it. Maybe you want to add 1 or 2 more alarms to this group. Well, as of Dataminer version 10.2.5, this is now possible. All right, so let me show you how. So as of Dataminer version 10.2.5, you can create your own alarm groups or your own incidents from scratch. You can also modify existing alarm groups or incidents. For example, you can add an alarm, remove an alarm, rename an alarm group, and move alarms between groups. As of Dataminer version 10.2.7, there's even a nice UI, nice intuitive UI, where you can simply drag and drop. So you can just drag an alarm from one incident or one alarm group to another. Nice and simple. Now, before showing this on a real-life system, let me just give you a few remarks. First of all, Dataminer will not update manually modified groups. What do I mean with this? Well, assume that Dataminer has created an automatic group, an incident, and you don't really like it. You feel like maybe you want to add a few alarms and maybe remove a few. Well, you are now free to do that. But as soon as you've made a change to an automatically created group, we will no longer update this group. The idea is that the user changed it. So we believe that the user did the necessary things to modify this group to his or her liking. From that moment on, we will no longer automatically update this group. The algorithm will completely back off and no longer touch it. Second remark is the fact that Dataminer does not yet learn from your manual actions. This is a thing that we believe is very interesting. Assume we automatically create an alarm group and we see you as a user adding something to it, then it would be really interesting for us if we could learn from this behavior so that we can propose better alarm groups next time. As of yet, we unfortunately do not have this information yet or this algorithm yet in place. But I'm hoping this will be there in the future. Finally then, manually tweaking alarm groups will work even if you switch off automatic incident tracking. And the reason is simple. Just manually tweaking alarm groups doesn't use any resources. It's just dragging one alarm from one group to another. So yeah, why would you switch it off? All right, I guess this tells you everything you need to know. So now let me show you on a real live demo. All right, so let me drag in my cube. We're going back to Z, and we're going back to the very familiar setup of the DVB-T transmission service. I'm going to click the alarm button to make sure we have some alarms to work with. Okay, now the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new incident that is related to the dirty dust filter. Okay, so my dust filter is dirty. I see my automatic incident tracking is still enabled. Let me switch this off for now. Okay, so let me create a new incident related to this dirty dust filter. So I want to add this alarm to an incident. Okay, how do I do that? Well, I right click and then I select Add to Incident. Now I have a list of all the incidents on my system. But okay, I don't want to add it to an existing incident. I want to create a new one. So I click Add to New Incident. This adds the alarm to a new incident. The name or the value is not very human interpretable. So I'm going to change this to Dust Filter Incident, for example. Voilà. Now, maybe you feel like there are other alarms that should be in this group. Maybe you feel like, I don't know, this one should be in there. Well, to add it to this group is very easy. Just right-click the alarm, hit Add to Incident, and then just look for the incident here in this list, the dust filter incident. Press OK, and you see that this new alarm is added to the dust filter incident. Removing it is just as easy. Right-click and do Remove from Incident. Now, let me enable alarm grouping again. Voila. Now we have two incidents. We have the one that we just created, the dust filter incident, and we have the automatically created DVB-T transmission service group. Now, assume I want to add this dust filter alarm to my service group. Well, again, very easy. Right-click your service group and hit Edit Incident. This will open up this window right here. Now you can simply take the alarm you want to add and you just drag it to here. You hit Apply and you're in business. Our automatically constructed alarm group will now contain this dirty dust filter. Okay. Now, what if you did this by accident and you want to remove it again? Well, also simple. Just hit the drag and drop button, hit the cross, hit apply, and the dust filter alarm is removed again from the alarm group. All right, that's plain and simple. I hope that was clear to all of you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. In the next video, we're going to talk a little bit about the prerequisites of alarm grouping. And I'm also going to show you the basic configurations that you can make related to alarm grouping or incident tracking in Cube. All right, see you in a minute. Bye-bye.